We go back to Chile. There are reports of clashes with carabineros in the activities prior to the commemorations of the 50th anniversary of President Salvador Allende's assassination. We welcome live our collaborator Alejandro Kirk with more details on what is going on today in Chile. Can you hear me, Alejandro? Alejandro, can you hear me? Can you hear us? We're seeing we are having some difficulties in getting in touch with our collaborator to bring us these details of what is going on today in Chile, of clashes, of the rallies that were parts of the celebrations that were being held ahead of the commemoration.
It's been a very difficult commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the coup that overthrew President Salvador Allende, who died as a martyr defending the constitution and democracy in the country. It has been difficult for many reasons, because one would have expected an opportunity for the country to unite behind the issues of human rights, democracy, participation. Instead, there has been a strong current of denial on the side of the right-wing parties, which are very powerful in this country, the media and the business sector, defending openly the dictatorship of Augusto Pinochet. And now the march that commemorated this occasion, the anniversary is tomorrow, just took place, and that was also a controversial issue because the government, in trying to avoid turmoil, avoid problems and repression, divided the march, accepting some and rejecting others, and this became another source, not only of controversy. I'm at the cemetery now. On my back, behind me is the list of people who were killed by the dictatorship, over 3,000, also the disappeared people, and people naturally come over to this place to render homage, to honor the fallen in this dictatorship. But the police shows up all the time. This has been a constant over the years. The police, the riot police, show up at the cemetery and they start gassing and throwing cannon water to the demonstrants and also to people who just come here to lay a couple of flowers to their loved ones or people who were killed by this dictatorship. So what was supposed to be a 50th anniversary on honoring Salvador Allende, honoring the Unidad Popular, the government that for 3 years experimented the democratic form of building socialism, became an issue of deep divide in the country. And the reason for this, in my interpretation, is that Chile never set a final solution to the problem of human rights. On the contrary, over the years after the end of the dictatorship, the violation of human rights has been attributed to persons, to individuals, and not to the institutions like the army who committed those crimes. And there was no Nuremberg tribunal in Chile, and therefore the wounds that were opened by the dictatorship are still open, and they will not be solved until people know where are the missing persons, where are the bodies, the people they kidnapped and killed, tortured in the most brutal way. And till now, there is a pact of silence by which the army, the armed forces, and the powers that be deny the relatives and the descendants of those who were killed the right to give honor their people, go to cemetery and know where their bodies are. They don't know, nobody knows where they are, and those who know are protected by silence, which has many accomplices.
Thank you, Kirk, for your inputs. We're going to stay on top of what's going on today in Chile, and we're going to keep providing updates of the situation in Chile in upcoming news brief. For now, we have come to the end of this broadcast. Remember